Hey guys, it's Dane. Down here I'm in the back room at ZIMM'S Guitars, and I came across an old pedal and I wanted to show you guys this. Okay, so after looking at this for a while, the Funky Box, made in Japan. It's by Guyatone, and so I'm guessing this is late 70s, probably early 80s, maybe into the mid 80s. And I looked on YouTube and I'm like, okay, I gotta see if there's a video kind of maybe explaining what this thing is. And Josh at GHS, he did a video about Guyatone stuff, but he didn't mention this one. And so I'm trying to figure out, well, what does this thing do? I see right here, it has a 12AX7 tube inside it. And then it's got threshold, decay. And when I see threshold, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a compressor. But then you look at this and it says wah 1 and wah 2. So it's some sort of wah pedal. Let me plug it in. Okay, so the first thing that I did is I got a power supply. And of course, without paying too much attention, I put a 9-volt DC power supply in it. But right here I'm seeing DC 12 volt. And so it didn't work with 9 volts, imagine that. So here's kind of what I did. I have this whole entire box of old power adapters. And so I just searched through here until I found one that said 12 volt DC. So this is the one that I came up with, and it's Enercell, and it does everything from 3 volt up to 12 volt, and it's set over in the 12 volt position right there. So I'm going to plug this thing in. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so once you put the right power supply in it, look at that. It comes right on. And you can see, if you guys look closely, you can see that 12AX7 power tube that's in there, it is lit up, and this thing is working now. I just got my little practice amp that I test guitars with under the bench right here. So the sound's not going to be real great, but listen to what this thing does. Let me turn that up a little bit. Here we go. Listen to this thing, right? So here's with it off. Back on. Let's go ahead and we'll crank the threshold all the way up. See what happens. We'll go ahead and we'll turn the decay all the way to 10 just to see what happens in the level. What the heck? Oh, it's starting to get a little bit noisy there. So it kind of gives you a little talk box kind of a sound. Let's go ahead and go down to wah 2nd position. Sorry about my playing, guys. You guys know I don't play very well. So there it is, a Funky Box. Pretty cool. I looked on Reverb and there's There's a couple of them, and they go right around the $200 price. And you know what? I got something else I want to show you guys real quick. This video's not over yet. Hold on. So after figuring out what the Flip Funky Box does, I realized, you know what? I have a Rocktron, and it's called the Heart Attack, and it's very similar sort of a pedal. Let's turn this thing on and see what this thing sounds like. Give it a little bit more sensitivity. Let's go ahead and, so it's adding a wave, although this says Rocktron bass technology, but I imagine you can use that Funky Box on your bass too, and this has a distortion. Go ahead and we'll hit that distortion. We'll see what this thing sounds like. So a dynamic filter. Let's crank it all the way to max just for the hell of it. How cool is that? The Rocktron Heart Attack and the Guyatone Funky Box. Funky Box. Guyatone. Oh, Japanese stuff. It brings a lot of money. DC 12 volt. There you guys have it. Now my video's over. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe for me, alright?